Right. Hello, good morning, everybody. My name's Jason.
Good morning, everybody, and I'm Steve.
And we are the Highwaymen. And today we are talking about space tourism. But first, we'd like to thank all of our subscribers. We've got 64 subscribers now. We're very happy with, and thank you for subscribing. I hope you continue to like it. Keep subscribing, keep liking the videos, and giving us comments. We love all your comments.
Thank you.
So thank you very much. Space tourism, Steve, what's your thoughts?
Well, do you know what? Space tourism, yeah, I kind of get it. I can't help but feel we're just so desperate for something new, something else that we've got to have a go. Let's have a go. Let's have a go. There's so many places on the earth that we've still not been able to get to and seen. And I can't help but feel as well that it's just something else that a lot of people won't be able to enjoy, but they're going to watch other people who can afford to do this. It ain't going to be cheap, is it, to begin with?
Do you know how much it is?
No, I've no idea.
Okay, so to go up in the Blue Origin, which is the Amazon Jeff Bezos spaceship,
Oh yeah,
which I think just goes basically to the very, very edge of space. So you can see.
Can I just what blows me away, and I don't know if many people realise this. How far away is space? How far away, if you went in a straight line up, do you reckon space is?
Go on, tell me.
60 miles, 100 kilometres.
No way.
Way. That's mind blowing. That's not a lot of difference between my house and your house.
Not really. Not really. No.
Wow. That is the definition of space. 60 miles, 100 kilometres, you're then into space. That blows me away. That's no distance.
Well, the Blue Origin, which I don't know if you've seen the Blue Origin, it looks like a giant penis.
Of course it does.
It looks like something out. Do you remember years ago there was a porn spoof called Flesh Gordon? It looks like it should be out of Flesh Gordon, because it is literally like a big blue thing with a big helmet on the top. And the windows, and you sit in the helmet. One of the William Shatner's obviously been on that. Now, if I was being a famous person and I got there and I saw this big blue sex toy, I'd be expecting James Corden to pop out any second and say, you know, it was a big wind up, because it does look like a giant penis. And to go in that one, it's about, I think it's about $400,000. So
roughly, what's that?
£380,000. Okay, so and I just think, what, they're not in space that long. What can you do with that money now? If you want to go on to the Elon Musk one, which is SpaceX, which hasn't done a flight yet, I don't believe. 56 million. Now that's
just a lot. What I mean.
That's a lot.
Just
I don't know how long you're in space for, you know, but it's a ridiculous amount of money. You think what good in the world you can do with $56 million.
This is what gets me, and honestly, mate, it really does get me so angry. We're living in an era where I'm not just going to say many. I'm going to say most people are struggling one way or another. So whether that's struggling to maintain the lifestyle that they've become used to, you know, that's everything is relative.
Yeah.
But there are so many people, Jay, that are literally struggling to the price of everything at the moment, struggling to buy food, struggling to heat. Sometimes they have to make a choice between the two, struggling to clothe their kids, struggling to do all this, that, and the other. What the hell is wrong with the world? I don't get it. Why on earth would somebody spend all that money just to turn around at a dinner party and say, oh, of course, I've been into space, you know? Why? How is our world like it is? It's so screwed up, mate. I don't get it.
Well, you talk about people struggling, but you've got to remember, we're in the country that's got it good. You know, even people struggling in our country is so much better than a lot of the other countries that literally don't. I mean, if you take, again, countries like, you know, Africa, people who've got
Pakistan at the minute,
they just can't get the medicines. You know, people can't afford the medicines. They buy them on the black market. They don't know what they're buying. Well, you know, we've got medical care. We've got so many other things going for us. So if you know, if we're struggling, you know, you've got to think, and we're the rich 1% of the world. You know, in the civilized world, you think about the other countries that are struggling. You know,
it's horrible.
If you think power and electricity and heating is difficult for us. There are other countries that are struggling even more. I mean, I absolutely think it's just an absolute ridiculous waste of money. I agree with the whole exploring space and can we colonize Mars and all the rest of it, because we've looked at climate change and all the rest of it. We might get to the point where we need to move to Mars or whatever and start colonies on other planets. So I'm not against the idea of space travel, but I think this whole idea of space tourism, the sort of money that it is just ridiculous. And like you said,
it is ridiculous.
It's you're having an experience. Yeah. We pay for, people pay money to go and swim with dolphins and stuff like that. In many ways, it's no different. The money that someone would pay to do that is a hell of a lot of money to somebody else in another country, and it looks a ridiculous amount of money. But I don't know, 56 million to go up into space, even 400,000 to go up into space, I wouldn't pay it even if I had it.
I've just stepped back there. I've just stepped back and looked at that from a different angle. And I actually do see the logic from the perspective of the companies that are offering it, because it's obviously a vast amount of money to be able to produce these things, or even just to get them off the ground in the amount of fuel that they use. So if they can raise revenue by having people on board it, and that pays some of the money, then I kind of get it from that perspective.
It's funding further things. Is that what you mean?
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah. Elon Musk, he's into the whole idea of going to Mars and colonizing it, isn't he?
Yeah, very, very much so. But I think you're right. So that's from that perspective. So I kind of get it a little bit more. But coming back from the everyday moralistic point of view, then put probes out there, put explorers out there, unmanned things which are capable of going further, faster, because they're a lot smaller. They don't have to have all the supplement. There's not all the bits that come with a human being, like having to get rid of the waste and feed you and all the other stuff that goes with it. So, and keep you warm. So we've had lots of conversations about space, haven't we, bud? But there is stuff out there. I think it's too early. Why not do the same thing with the oceans? There's so much of the oceans that we haven't even looked at.
Yeah, there is. Who knows what's down there in the, what's it called? Something gap, isn't it?
That's right.
Right deep.
Yeah. Well, that's where our old spaceship is, mate. That's where it is.
It's nearly as deep as Judith's vagina. And if you want to know what I'm talking about, you've got to go back to the previous video number 22, which incidentally, if you do go and watch video 22, if they allow us to broadcast it, because it might get shelved, we're doing a giveaway on video 22. So if you go on video 22, you can win something. You can win something potentially. So anyway.
There might be slightly less cake in the ocean though, Jay.
Yes. But it's a very deep crevice. That's all we're going to say. But,
and I bet the ocean's drier.
It probably is. It probably is. So go and watch video 22 if you want to see what we're being silly and laughing about. I think it's 22, the last one anyway. This should be 23. Anyway, we're going off piste again. So in a nutshell, this is going to be a very short video. Is it a waste of money?
100%. How it is, but I get it. If the revenue from it is being used to fund further exploration, then however, I get it a bit more.
But if you've got 56 million quid spare to go into space for, I don't know how it is, go and build a hospital in Africa. Go and do something fantastic, or a water treatment plant somewhere that haven't got water. There's so much money you can do with the money, and plus, if you are a little bit narcissistic, you can get your name put on there. You have a whole hospital named after you, and a little statue erected outside, and all that kind of malarkey. Yeah.
And I assure you, your bragging rights to be able to turn around and say,
far better.
You know what? I built this. Is going to be far greater than I went into space for 10 minutes.
It'll live a lot longer than your experience, and it'll ensure your name in history rather than being one of the people that had so much money that you went into space.
Time to start loving each other, everybody.
Absolutely.
Take care.
Yes. Right. Thanks for watching, everybody, and we'll speak to you next time.
Don't forget to subscribe. Cheers, guys.
Bye.